This time of the Quick Speed Shop, it's getting that time of year. It's time for fluid film. This is Lanolin sheep wool wax protection for rust from vehicles. I'm doing a 1-year review on a Ford F150 that I sprayed for the first time last year. The truck was brand new. We're going to take a look at how good it held on, and then we're going to reapply some fluid film. So if you're interested, stay tuned. We're starting right now. I'm a professional. Don't try this at home. Alright, before we go look at the truck, if you're not familiar with fluid film, this is a Lanolin product, which is the waterproof wax substance that's in sheep wool. They take the wool, they refine it down, they get this product out of here. It looks like butterscotch, and it comes in 1 gallons, aerosol cans, 5 gallons. You can get it in 55 gallons. You can get it in black, and there are some other competitors out there. I use fluid film because I can get it locally at my Napa store, and it works good for me. I apply it every year. I've put it on tons and tons of vehicles, and it works great. So let's go ahead and I'll show you my application process, and then we'll take a look at that truck and see how it held up. All right, I've converted a cheap Harbor Freight spray pump spray nozzle into my fluid film filler, and it works good. I just go ahead and I fill my gun up here. This is a no mess, no fuss way to do it. Works awesome. I used to do it with a funnel and get it all over the place. Now I just pump her right up in here like a professional. Look at that. Bam. Now you want to see what the product looks like. It's like a butterscotch. There's a little bit of black mixed in here with it. But it's like a butterscotch color. It goes on. This is a clear color. It goes on like, it looks like a yellow when it goes on, but it looks like pretty much like melted butterscotch when it's in its natural form. Now this is a fluid film specific application gun. Comes with a tip or a wand. I use the wand with a nozzle so I can get inside of frame rails and stuff. It uses compressed air. I've got a 5 horsepower 60-gallon air compressor that I run it with, and you can see it's banged up. I've used it for a few years now, but it works good. I usually put about 3 to 4 quarts on a full-size vehicle like a truck, and it works awesome. So let's go outside on the F150. We'll take a look. Alright, so this truck we got here, it's a 2020 F-150. I sprayed this thing when it was brand new before it ran in any salt or any winter, so that's the way you get them if you got a new vehicle, to get the stuff on before any corrosion gets to it. Now this is an aluminum body truck, but all the chassis and all that's steel, so that's why it needs a protection. Under the hood here you can see it's still on here as much as I coated on. Look at that, you can see the film on there. I spray everywhere under the hood, up in the hinges and the fenders. It doesn't hurt electrical components, so I can spray down the battery parts, but you can see it's held on good all the way around. This truck is a nice truck, and it gets a lot of full car washes all through spring, summer, and fall. So some of it has washed off, but that's why we're going to reapply it this year before winter time. But under the hood here, it's hanging on good. You can see the slime there all the way around. All right, here under the truck, you can see a lot of the fluid film is still on the frame here. And the lower control arms, it's starting to wash off a little bit. You're going to expect this because this is down where all the road salt would get on here. See, we got just a tiny little bit of rust right here, this one little seam. If I'm going to recoat these good, but you can see this grunge back here. This is the fluid film. You see that starting to mix with the road dirt and make a coating. So that's coated, and you can see the coating on here, how this is all dulled out and has some dirt stuck to it. That's the fluid film hanging on. Over here you can see where the frame rail is protected from road spray. It's really coated really well. It's still up here on the differential where I put it on, up here, the differential cover, and I can tell the frame is dulled out. So there is a layer on the frame, even though this truck gets a ton of washing in the summertime. It's a really nice, expensive truck, so the owner keeps it clean. But that's why we're going to reapply now. You can see here on the upper suspension, it's still got a little bit of a coating here. There's more up on the hat, and then you can see around the edges. I did inside the frame the whole way, so it's protected inside and out, but it just needs a yearly recoat. On the rear of the truck, you can see it's coated all the way on the differential. It's got a lot of covering in the differential cover. The spare tire, which is known for rusting on any truck you've ever seen one, absolutely zero rust inside the steel spare tire. And Another good spot that likes to rust is the receiver hitch. I've sprayed all that inside and out. That's still got a good covering on it there. But this is what you expect from normal wear and tear and washing the vehicle. It does remove the product after a while, so that's why you need to recoat every year. Okay, I got the spray gun hooked up with a nozzle, and got it set to 80 psi. Let's take a look and see how it goes on here. I go till I can start to see the yellow like that. And I'll go up in the frame and I'll stick it in the holes and shoot inside the frame rail. As you can see here, I've got it coated on, sprayed the underside of the radiator support. Even though it's aluminum, you know, it can still corrode in the salt. I've got inside the frame, you can see up in there, there's fluid film inside the frame. I've coated it on real good. It's a little chilly out this morning, so it's going on a little yellower than it usually does, but it'll dry clear and it'll flow around. The thing creeps in all the seams, but I've got it coated really well, and I'm just going to keep working my way around on the truck and coating the whole thing up. I got her all sprayed up good. Check that out. Got really good coating. You can see back in there, it's all inside the frame rails. Got everything, I like to put it on heavy. Got the rear suspension all really nice. This thing is coated up, ready for winter. Bam. Coated up good. Even got the brackets for the power running boards all done. Alright, bam, so there we go. Just a quick 1-year update on that F150. I did the thing, like I said, when it was brand new. It had absolutely zero corrosion on it. That's when you want to get them with the fluid film before any salt or anything gets up in there. And it worked fine. I saw absolutely zero rust on that truck. Like I said, the only reason the fluid film is washed off so much on the bottom is because that truck is a very expensive truck and it goes through the car wash a lot. But in the wintertime, I advise the owner, you know, only rinse off the outside of the truck. Just don't go bottom blasting the thing. Try to leave the protection on there as long as possible. And then in the summer, spring, and fall, it's fine. Just wash it however you want. And then we'll reapply the stuff in the fall and be ready for winter. So another fluid film customer happy down the road. So thanks for watching. We'll see you again at the Quick Speed Shop.